going for Dave, you guys.
Yeah.
All right, the next guy I'm bringing to the stage, he is a very, we're lucky to have him here tonight. He's out here actually from Los Angeles. He's here for tonight, tomorrow night, and Saturday night. Tonight is kind of kicking off his, I don't know, weekend, I guess, or whatever. He's out here from Los Angeles. I think I already said that. Very good friend of mine. Honestly, I have 3 favorite comics, you guys. Carlin, Dangerfield, and this guy. Let's give a big round of applause for Richie the C.
I'm so excited.
Wow, Carlin and Dangerfield, give it up for me. I'm going to die soon. Kaboom. Where to begin?
At the beginning.
Okay. Oh, well, there's so many topics to touch upon. You know, I'm half Nordic. I'm half Jewish, too. No, it's true. I did a show in Montana once. I thought I had nothing in common with those people, you know, because I've never been to Montana. Then I did my set, you know. I did my most outrageous jokes. You know, the headline, nobody left. Headliner came up, killed. I found out later people wanted refunds for my part of the show. So you see, I was wrong. There are Jews in Montana. Kaboom! Is it true that somebody here told me there are some rocket scientists in the crowd? Is that right? Yeah. Well, you should be happy to see a German. We put you in business. Well, no, but sometimes Americans are really patriotic. They're kind of jingoistic. They don't really realize that anything exists other than where the drone's supposed to land. Kaboom. Just like that. No, they don't realize that Werner von Braun helped put rockets in outer space. They don't realize that Carl Benz invented the automobile. They think it was Henry Ford. Now people are denying the Holocaust. You know? They think we can't do anything. Kaboom. I can say that joke, right? Because I'm half German. A lot of my relatives were black when they came out of the oven. Oh. Talk about ashy skin. Oh my God. My Jewish friends will give me crap about that. They say, Richie must be the most insensitive person in the world. Insensitive person in the world. I say, that is such BS. Some of my best friends are 10 times more racist. And they go, well, we're giving you crap because you're paying for the sins of your father. I said, no, I don't think you understand. Of course I'm paying for the sins of my father. My father was Jewish. He never paid for anything. And I can say that because it's true. Where else? I was instructed to try and make you more uncomfortable. I feel like such a failure right now. A lot of talk about race. I just realized, sometimes just women are hard to communicate with. You know what I mean? Because I found out, you know, like when women blow those rape whistles, turns out they don't want to get raped at all. Oh, I used to hear that whistle. I'd come running with my candy and flowers. I said, oh, it's going to be my turn. Yay. But what you know, I'd arrive and somebody'd already be there. Darn it. I thought it was my turn. What was weird because, you know, but she blew the rape whistle, but she wasn't having much fun at all. I said, God, maybe she should let somebody else have a try. You know, I could put my thumb against her larynx. I could hold that knife against her jugular vein. You know, she should let me have. We'd have the best time ever. And the same thing would happen in my relationships, you know, because I'd be with some girl and she'd want to play some music. I say, no, honey, that's the kind of instrument women play when they don't want to have sex. I found out, and but you know, she'd keep playing the whistle, and I tried to get her to be quiet. You know, we tried to talk. You know, she said, honey, you're smothering me, and I say, I know, dear, that's what the pillow's for, and kaboom. You know, we go back and forth. You know, I try to get her, you know, excuse me, I tried to get her to stop, and she tried to crush my larynx, you know, and I wonder if it was worth it, you know, but then eventually she'd go limp, and I'd climax, and I'd think, you know, at least we're not alone. We still have 40,000 subscribers on the webcam. Kaboom. These are just jokes. I don't. That's why other people are. If this was really happening, I tell Bob Costas that no, this isn't what and I pause for effect. Well, no, I don't like rape. Kaboom. No, rape really isn't funny, but you know, sometimes, but it's a realistic possibility. But imagine, you know, at least you're not some kid, you know, bent over in a shower thinking, you know what? I thought I was going to be the #1 draft pick out of Penn State. I didn't think it was going to kaboom end up like this. Now, I just do the kaboom because I'm very sentimental, really. And a lot of the women I've been with, that's the last thing they ever hear. Kaboom. Well, I just get really attached, you know, I get really attached to some women, you know, I know, even with an ex, it's hard for me to let go, you know, unless she's at least 50 feet in the air. Kaboom. I know, it was sad, because one girl, I know I really loved her, she really made a bad impression on my neighbor's hood. Kaboom. Sorry if I'm not looking you in the eyes. I just don't like it. You know, I'm not comfortable with crowds. I mean, I'm not comfortable with crowds that can identify me. Well, what I thought is just some women are all attitude. Have you noticed that? That's the thing. Yeah, someone, you know, they're always. You can't just talk to them. You know. They're always answering a question with a question. So you go up and you say, "How you doing?" That's always, "How'd you get in my house?" Or "Why are you following me?" Or this is that. Or it's, kaboom. You know, and then, or you know, you take the socks out of the mouth. You know, all you hear is. They've got nothing to say, or they just want to talk about work, you know? And I go, "Honey, I don't care how many Girl Scout cookies you sold. This is just more." Is that gross? I know. Carbohydrates are disgusting. I know. Oh. I always tell you, you're lucky I got you before diabetes did. Because without your legs, you're not hot at all. You know, this is all for effect, except for this. I actually do it. I have a hernia right now. I learned a lot about myself. You know, people always wonder, you know, do I have enough balls to do this? Do I have the guts? And I said, I know I've got the guts and the balls because I can feel them touching right now. Kaboom. Pardon? Right, because the thing is, I just left from L.A. earlier this afternoon. No, because I saw the whole Occupy L.A. thing, you know, and people were keeping traffic from moving. And you know what happened? Nothing. The traffic never moves. Kaboom. If I was in L.A., I'd still be looking for parking. Anyway, when I tell them I go to Las Vegas, they said, "Oh, you're just going to take a bunch of bodies out there." I said, "Are you kidding? With these gas prices, I can't even afford to light them on fire." Kaboom. And there's no parking, you know, and it's always, you know, sometimes you can't see the sign, then it's a tollway zone, and then your car's impounded, and I hate that. Because when your car's sometimes you get your car out of the impound, and you can't recognize anyone in the trunk anymore. Kaboom. You know, certain neighborhoods, you know, you can't recognize, you don't recognize them because it's all the kids and grandkids. Kaboom. I perform in a lot of Latino neighborhoods. Well, I mean, and I'm proud of that, you know, and I feel like I'm bringing something. I translate the Raider games into English. I am, kaboom. And I love those little illegal immigrant girls. I do. I mean, well, people always say, they say, Richie, you've abandoned lots of people in the desert. What do you think about illegal immigration? And I say, you know, I love those little illegal immigrant girls because before you put them in the trunk of your car, they always think they're going someplace better. Who knew trabajo could be such a great pickup line? Sí se puede. No, it's a big demographic problem now. You know, because now you have Mexicans that are in the South, and people are getting really upset because, you know, Southerners aren't, you know, Mexicans aren't like other Southerners, you know what I mean? Because Mexicans know when they can't speak English. Kaboom. I could say the same thing about George Bush. You know, but usually, you know, I just didn't like it when people could start comparing these presidents to Hitler or whatever. You know, Bush or Obama, because let's face it, Hitler was a veteran, and kaboom. And Hitler brought this country out of a recession. Kaboom. Well, it's time for me to wrap up, and what to wrap up with besides duct tape? Kaboom. Any suggestions, Angie? Or
Girlfriends.
No, that's... Pardon?
Taking dates to the beach.
Oh, I used to... Yeah, I guess it's L.A. I love... Yeah, because I just have a relationship with the ocean. My mom always used to take me to the pier. Every weekend she did, because every weekend I'd swim back. But I used to... I used to love to take my dates to the beach, you know, and walk through the waves, toes in the sand and all that. But, you know, after a while I had to stop. Because every time I did that, my ex would come ruin it, you know, by washing up on shore. Kaboom. Anyway, I'm Richie the Sea, and you never saw me here. Thanks, you guys, and thanks, Andy.
My good